Tonight, we'll take a look at what an art museum is doing to preserve their history in the community. Then, what a broken field did to break a player's dream. This and much more up next. Good evening, I'm Alessandro de Palma and welcome to StingTown News, where we give you the news and the stories of our community. We begin with the importance of preserving history. If you've driven by 8th Street, you may have missed a cultural arts museum that's recovering important paintings from exile. Alejandro Chavez has more on the story.
In the heart of Little Havana lies a sanctuary for Cuban heritage. The Cuba Ocho Museum and Art Center is a cultural and research center that houses treasures and history rescued and preserved by collector Roberto Ramos.
Cuba Ocho trabaja para preservar la cultura cubana, manteniendo una colección permanente de pintura cubana antigua y recuperando toda la historia de la pintura cubana que se borró antes del año 59.
Apart from being a gathering place for Latin American culture, Cuba Ocho and its founder Mr. Ramos have a mission to save and preserve Cuban art from the grapples of oppression in Cuba, and have been doing so for the last 35 years.
En el año 1954, los estudiantes están ahí haciendo su protesta. Esta obra contrasta con después de la revolución, porque en la revolución la policía entra al aula y coge al estudiante que proteste y lo lleva preso. O sea, la autonomía y la libertad que existía en Cuba en los años 50 es una diferencia muy grande a lo que ocurre en Cuba hoy. Yo dediqué mi vida a investigar y a recuperar esta historia que se ha borrado en el año 1954. Mis cuadros preferidos están ahí haciendo su protesta. La Universidad 1954, Oscar García Rivera.
That was only one of the many art pieces rescued from Cuba that are now in view at the museum, open for people from all backgrounds to see and enjoy.
Cuba Ocho se ha convertido en un lugar de reunión para la cultura latinoamericana en general. Por la posición geográfica, la pequeña Habana es un lugar latino y también es como el town, es la historia de la ciudad, por aquí nació la ciudad. Cuba Ocho alberga muchas actividades culturales como música internacional de muchos países, de Colombia. Esta mezcla cultural que hay en Miami, Cuba Ocho es uno de los lugares donde más se refleja, donde más actividades hacemos para promover y ayudar a la cultura en general latinoamericana, desde la música hasta los pintores, los escultores, los escritores, los poetas. Cuba Ocho es un ícono en la ciudad de Miami por eso, por la mezcla de las culturas que recibimos de diferentes países.
Reporting for StingTown News, Alejandro Chavez.
History is important for a community's identity, but dreams are especially important for a person's career. However, for one kid at Miami High, their dreams went wrong when he stepped on a broken field. Here's more on the story.
For many athletes at Miami Senior High, the field is where countless dreams and lifelong friendships are formed. But for Jordi Velasquez, it is where his dreams for a potential football career ended.
I just ran and chased them down, and for some reason, I decided to jump. And when I jumped, I probably wouldn't have gotten hurt if it wasn't for the hole, because when I jumped, my like toe box, the toe box of the shoes, you know how the cleats has like the toe box, it got stuck right there, and it didn't really let me give out as much force as I could, so I couldn't grab him, and I just ended up rolling on my shoulder and just broke my whole collarbone right here, and I could have died, honestly.
This life-threatening injury, caused by a deep pothole during the 2024 spring football season, highlights the deteriorating state of Miami High's field, which possesses the threat to the many student athletes who use it.
My students haven't had injuries, or my team hasn't had injuries, because I don't make them do sprints on the field because of the unleveling of the surface. So we run on cement, we do stairs, or we go to the garage and run the hill.
When it rains, it's terrible because the fields don't really drain properly, but that's just part of the condition of when we want If you want certain things, you got to invest in it, but unfortunately, we don't have the capital to invest in it. And it would be beneficial maybe if boosters and alumni and those people in the community take an active participation inside the school and maybe help out one way or another.
This uneven surface with potholes, crabgrass, and puddles creates so many hazardous obstacles for athletes. But despite this, Jordy did not give up on his athletic journey. This led him to discover his new passion for track.
Track just has that process. It's just way harder. It's just more beneficial too, because when you're in the track, you don't really got to worry about how you step out in the field like this. Like, you know, the field quality is really bad. And in track, everybody takes that part seriously to the point where it's like comical. Like, you got people over here measuring the dirt, the sand pit, everything to make sure it's as safe as possible, unlike the field.
This field is remembered for its countless dreams and unforgettable moments, but also for many athletes is remembered for its injuries. Potholes like this one are a serious hazard to our players. Athletes like Jordy Velasquez call this field a field of danger. I'm Josh Rodriguez, and I'm reporting live from StingTown News.
It's unfortunate that his dreams had to end where they started. But after the break, we'll see, together, the dream a Miami High student kept despite their struggle against the unlikely. Don't go anywhere yet. We have more for you on StingTown News.
Make Futurama Gallery on Calle Ocho your weekend wonder. This vibrant space showcases local talent and cultural heritage, bringing creativity to life with stunning exhibits and unique works of art. From bold murals to delicate sculptures, every piece tells a story of passion and innovation. Discover the essence of Miami's art scene at Futurama Gallery, where tradition and modernity unite.
Welcome back. This month, I spoke with a Miami High student that shows off excellence through his voice. Although he sings loud and proud, his journey was not an easy one. Let's take a look at the story.
Musicians dream of having their music heard around the world, but imagine if they had trouble hearing. That was the challenge Maximus Moran Valle, a student at Miami Senior High School, encountered when becoming a singer. Maximus has always wanted to sing after being exposed to mariachi at a very young age.
My grandfather's been a singer his whole life. He was always, in the mariachis. So then one day I just wanted to learn the vihuela, the little guitar thing, and then I just went. My grandfather and I learned it because we wanted to accompany ourselves by playing.
Today, as Maximus sings the same songs he heard all those years ago, opera and mariachi have both helped him move his career forward. But he first had to face a setback that could have hurt his career.
One day in my middle school, they brought hearing tests, and I failed it.
Maximus has difficulty hearing in his right ear, which has provided his own challenges when playing music. However, when faced with a condition that could have hurt his career, he came up with a simple solution.
And sometimes I do struggle, especially when I'm trying to practice vihuela, because I'm trying to listen to the recording and play vihuela, but the vihuela is already super loud, so I actually have to practice with headphones on.
Although there are ways to fix the problem, some things cannot be solved.
It's a struggle sometimes, but you just learn to live with it. You learn where to stand, you learn who to listen to, you learn how to listen. Sometimes you learn that you're just never going to hear what people say, and you just say yes, and you hope that it's something good.
In the fall of 2024 alone, he has been able to participate in over 43 performances, 4 times the amount requested by the National Music Society.
When stuff isn't going right, there's always a way to figure it out, and sometimes you just have to learn to live with things, and I learned to live with this.
While Maximus continues to pursue a career in singing despite his challenges, this was only a regular day for him and the voice within. Reporting for StingTown News, Alessandro de Palma.
It's fascinating to learn about the interesting twists in Maximus's voice. But congrats to him for achieving so many awards, including the Posse Scholarship, which will help pay for his musical arts school. While this month has only started off the year, many people continue to work towards their dreams, and they all have one message: to never give up. Well, Stings, that's all for this edition of StingTown News. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and YouTube at StingTown News Network. And make sure to watch the Daily Sting or the Morning Rave for daily updates. I'm Alessandro de Palma, and thank you for watching.